Hey, what's up, traders? This is my watch list video for actually March 1st. Wow, Tuesday, March 1st. My new disclaimer might not be the right word. It's my new explanation of what I do. I want to try to read this at the beginning of the video. So, real quick, we're all about trading, making money between the bells, as they say, right? From opening bell to closing bell. It's not investing, it's day trading. So what we'll do is start tomorrow watching the following list of stocks in this video, plus morning gappers that we'll find in the pre-market as the day unfolds. We will also use our scanners to help us find new stocks to watch as well. Then we'll do our best to only take A-plus intraday setups. We teach those in our course. Scaling out into strength while tenaciously protecting against the downside. If a trade's not working, we'll accept that our premise isn't playing out the way we plan and get out, right? We don't hold and hope. We don't average down. And then it's right on to the scanning for the next great setup. So there's a synopsis of what we do. Let's go to the SPY for today. We had a gap down, but a pretty strong day overall. When you consider the gap down, it held up really well, right? There's the intraday. My best call and trade personally today was NRSN. So I'll put that on the highlight reel here. I called it as a Tokyo on this candle, which topped out at 224. I think you probably could have had it about 219 when I called it. Worst case stop's going to be below this candle at 209. This is about a dime risk. And it sure took a while. It took about 20, 25 minutes to really get going. And then ended up going up to 264, which from 219, pretty nice percentage move. And I'll show you the daily. That's a big breakout. And it looked like it was going to look good by the close, and it ended up getting stronger and looking even better. So anyway, this is on watch for tomorrow too, needless to say, because it's massive volume day and a strong close. ALF, let me zoom in a little bit. This had a gap up, sold off, then ended up taking out its early high, topped out at 260 and then closed at 240. Nice volume today. That may catch some attention, so I'm going to put it on long watch for tomorrow. DWAC, Friday, topped out at 93.44, and then today had an inside day, topped out at 92.80. So this one's interesting. It's holding up really well, and I've been saying there may be a headline, about Truth Social or something about the numbers and all that coming any day now. So it's interesting to me for a potential breakout. So I am going to keep that one on a chart, SKYH. A recent high flyer that's holding up really well, so it's going to be on a chart. I will give you this one word of caution. I've watched this thing trade, and it has done some of the nastiest things I've ever seen a stock do. So, if you do trade it, if you think you've got an A-plus setup, cut your position size in half at least, all right? BLDP, it's one of the fuel cell plays. Nice breakout today. We'll see if it gets a follow-through day, follow-through setup tomorrow. HOOK is just still chopping sideways, so that's going to stay on long watch. NRSN, I already talked about this one. Big volume today and a strong close. MULN only traded 628 million shares today. Certainly worth watching tomorrow for a follow-up day. Topped out at 195 today. Closed at 169. As I'm talking, it's trading about 163 in after hours. So that's MULN. TDOC gapped up on a headline involved with Alexa and Amazon. Topped out right around 80 bucks, closing it closer to 76, but off of its lows. I'm going to put it on watch for some kind of follow-through setup tomorrow. EPAM was I've never finished a day without lamenting something, right? And even if I have a great day, EPAM is mine today. A nasty sell-off. And then when it started down in the second leg, I think it looked like this. I typed into chat, this one's interesting under $200, but I don't feel right just placing a bid. I'm paraphrasing here, but I don't feel right just placing a bid under 200 because that's, falling knife. It could have dropped to 150 in a blink. So I said I'm going to look for a candlestick setup, right? So here's what it does. It goes down to 198.25. So it didn't even drop $2 below 200. And then, not huge, but it ended up climbing up over 220 at one point. And even if you just had a bid under 200 within 5 minutes, you're up 10 bucks. So I'm a little mad at myself because this was, had this huge big wave down, and this was the second wave, whole number divisible by 100. I should have been, hindsight now, but I should have been parked below 200. I never got involved. I got a whole bunch of thank yous from people in chat, They were smart enough to grab that under 200. I didn't, but pretty neat bounce there. Anyway, having said all that, that is really beaten up. And I think all they said was they're not giving guidance because of the Ukraine situation. And it just got decimated on that. I absolutely think that could be overdone. In after hours right now, it's trading at 215, by the way. But I think that could be overdone and give a decent bounce tomorrow. So it goes on bounce watch. And lastly, I'm going to put DDD, which is a 3D printer play. In after hours, it's trading at around 20 bucks. So a gap on earnings. We'll see if it gives a gap play setup in the morning. And that's it for me. I'm done babbling. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.